I always think meeting a passionate gardener is a special occasion. However, when you get to meet them in their very own garden, well, that's something completely different. Come with me. Enjoying the terraces.
Yes.
You couldn't grow a garden on the side of a hill without terraces.
No, need terraces. Kim, you wouldn't recognise the garden 35 years ago.
Yes.
It's an old sheep farm.
So what inspired you to create this oasis?
Well, initially it was all natives. We thought, well, if we don't do anything else, we just put natives in, it'll be fine. But then over the last 5 years, I've decided to start terracing, and I wanted more edible food. For me, it's about the nutritional value of each of the plants. So I've done a fair bit of research on which plants have the highest nutritional value and what will grow in the area. You know, particularly now with climate change, there's no point trying to grow something and using more resources than you need to.
Well, everywhere you walk, you've got to watch out for produce. I can see a butternut over there.
Yes.
Is that a pepino over there?
Yes, lots of pepino. The terraces are actually constructed of the trees that were trimmed, and then I start to build up with the leaves and twigs and small branches and cardboard, and then I plant pumpkins the first year, and then potatoes or sunchokes the next year. It's things that will actually go down into the soil and start holding the soil together, and nitrogen fixes as well.
Run me through your philosophy of gardening.
Well, there's some permaculture in there. It's about taking care of the earth, taking care of people and everything living on the earth, and only taking your fair share.
How do you go about keeping the plants so productive?
It's important to consider really the soil and the soil biota. So using good products, and that's why I use Nutrog, the Simungus, and the Go-Go juice, which is the organisms, so everything gets sprayed.
The probiotic?
Yes, they all get their probiotics. And it's really important that the soil, you know, I look after the soil. It's not about feeding the plants, it's feeding the soil. Well, this is the Australian native section. My favourite part. So lemon myrtles, lily pillies, native peppers. It's going to be a rainforest. So this is really the subtropical section.
Tell us about the Rare Fruit Society.
They're amazing. I've been a member about 4 years, and you know, they have interesting speakers and you get to see some interesting places, but it's that mentoring that happens when you're at the meetings.
And I believe the Rare Fruit Society have been involved in developing a new fertiliser.
Yes, it's called Gigantic from Nutrog, and we use it on all of our fruit, and I love using it on all my different plants.
How many plants are in the garden?
At least 1,000.
1,000 plants.
And 300 varieties.
And spaces for how many more?
I think I've only got 3 spaces left for trees, but there's plenty of understory.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. So, Dianne, you look after this garden all by yourself?
I do. Don't know how I do it some days, but I do.
Well, I know you've got a lot of new natives, so this is a little gift here, some
fabulous,
bush
thank
tucker.
you.
Dianne, you're a marvel and an inspiration.
Thank you. Oh, I appreciate it so much, and I know where that's going to go.